Welcome, everyone, to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today is April the 12th, 2019, and I'm doing my first ever Three Wishes Friday video for you guys. Okay, so for those of you guys who return to the channel, I'll put out an astrological video every week. However, I'm going to change that to doing that bi-weekly. I'm giving you guys a more in-depth reading. Okay, I just found that like the weekly readings is just kind of a bit too rushed. I don't want to give you guys rushed readings. You know, things do take time. I want to also bring you different kinds of readings. Okay, so I've done a pick a card, two pick a card readings actually this week, you guys. I'm going to put those out periodically. As I go or as the mood strikes me, okay, or whatever it is. Um, this format here, though, okay, this is kind of a Friday special. Now, you guys, as this grows, I urge you guys to sort of interact with this as well. Okay, so um, I have here 16 wishes. Okay, the number was random. It was just the amount of the pieces of paper that I had cut up or whatever, and I've written them down here based on what I think people might. But listen, I want this to fill up with viewer questions. Okay, so if you're willing to send me a question, my email is down below. Okay, I will put your question in the cup. Okay, for the next pick. Now, so this is a little bit different than the pick a card. Okay, I've gone ahead here and I have put out three piles. Okay, and we're gonna pull three different wishes here out of the 16. Okay, so for me to select this, I know I'm off camera, you guys. I don't know what order I have put these in. My eyes are closed so that I cannot see what I am picking. And I'm trying to make sure I get them on the same pile. But I do know that I will have like 1, 2, 3 here. So, okay, one more. It's mixed too. I try to include love and career as well, you guys. So, okay. Okay. So wish number one is my friend honest and true. Okay. Um, Number two, what creative talent can I profit on? Okay. And then I have, am I doing the right thing? Very, very interesting for you here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to be conducting a general reading with the tarot as well. Okay, and this is going to answer these three questions specifically in depth. Okay, with the oracle cards here providing a little bit of insight specifically to the questions. Okay, so question number one, is my friend honest and true? So I have here, I choose to learn through love. Okay, I have here calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you back together. Okay. And I have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay. This is a best friend here. This is a best friend. This is a long-term friend. This is a lifelong friend. Okay. Now there was some issues where to me in the past I feel like there was not dishonesty, just like perhaps a hint of it, okay. Calling in your soulmate as well. This person is part of your soul tribe, okay. It's part of your soul tribe. Now, there's been something that's happened between you and this friend, okay. There's been something happened. We will get into this, okay. We will get into this. So next I have now I just want to say, you guys, calling in your soulmate fell in the face up position, okay. So adding extra emphasis to this one for me. Okay. Next, I have what creative talent can I profit on? Okay. I have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held, codependency. Okay. You guys have a lot of love to give one another. Okay. And I'm kind of picking up on addictions counseling here. So, but codependency, you guys, is it's not a double-bladed sword. It's a multi-edged sword, right? Like it's not just alcohol and drugs. It's food. It's anything that impacts our life in a negative way. Okay. And then when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Okay. You guys, this is talking about making a profit on whatever this is that you've gone through, okay, this dependency. So, like, okay, for example, food addictions, okay, if you go through this and you successfully overcome this, okay, the profit here, like, and it's written in gold. And you guys, I think it was actually the last question I had written when I wrote these all down, okay? And it was gold, right? So it's like there's a big profit associated with this, okay? So yeah, it's really like, okay, I kind of equate this like the person who developed the 12 steps program, right? That person would have a golden profit, right? Like this is this kind of idea where, and it's not necessarily like profit doesn't always mean money. It doesn't always mean money, right? It's about self-satisfaction, right? Like the satisfaction of overcoming this, okay, and helping other people overcoming their fears. Well, you're uplifting humanity at that point, right? And you're helping the community in general. Like, so it would make sense here, you guys. Finally, am I doing the right thing? Now, all of these cards fell in the face down position. So I have Pleiades. Okay, what did I just say to you guys? Uplifting humanity, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, right? Like you see this? Okay, and then I have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Ooh la la. And we have, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Absolutely, you're doing the right thing. Absolutely, you're doing the right thing, okay? And the universe is going to be rewarding you for this. Okay, absolutely, you're doing the right thing, okay? Um, and like you said, you guys, like I said, you guys, I really want to add your questions to this pile. So please dial in, dial in on this. Okay. Let's get 3 cards, please, for Is My Friend Honest and True? 3 cards, please. 3. I'm not going to take those because it's too many. I am just looking for 3 cards in each pile, and then I'm going to do a spread at the bottom. So what creative talent can I profit on? 3 cards, please. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? 3 cards, please. 3 cards. Okay, please. Okay. Okay, you guys. Okay, so under Is My Friend Honest and True, I have the 2 Wands, I have the 9 of Wands, and I have the Chariot. Your friend is probably a Cancer. Yes, your friend is honest and true. This is not even a question. This is like, this is a cross-watching scenario as well too, you guys. Okay, so now with this, okay, I feel like there was an issue between you and this friend where somebody came between you. This Knight of Pentacles, he's the only card here in the top, in the crown of this reading, that indicates to me that again, it all, like, this is, everything's upside down because of this person, right? Because of this person. Now, and it's caused some real conflict here, okay? Because like, under am I doing the right thing? There's the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, right? With the 6 of Pentacles, it's not easy to forgive. It's not easy to forgive, okay? Yeah, and this really took a lot out of this like relationship. The 3 of Swords is here also. Yeah, the 10 of Cups. Okay, but I have like, am I doing the right thing? This new love, this moving on, absolutely. This is what the right thing is, right? Yeah. Okay, also the 10 of Cups is here next to codependency, okay? Now, you guys, a dependency is relying on other people for our happiness, okay? We're dependent on them, right? Now, when they're not performing or not doing like their end of the bargain or whatever it is, okay, we kind of end up in heartbreak, okay? A heartbreak. Now, this is falling underneath, this might be tiger's eye, okay? I don't know my stones. I had the cards that told me, I misplaced them. I don't know where they are. So, but I think it's tiger's eye. One of the two is. But anyways, and it's falling here under this question of profit. Like, what creative talent can I profit on? Now, this eye, you guys, this eye here as well. This is, turning this into something that others can see, others can like turning it into a story. But I'm getting more the sense of like perhaps a like a channel like this, like a YouTube channel, um, something like that, or like a book. Also, I'm getting like illustrations, that as well, right? Um, but okay, also too, if there's been a recent like separation between you and your friend, because like the Nine of Wands here is kind of indicating to me that like each one of you guys could be like kind of off in your own corner right now, kind of off in your own corner, right? So, oh, like it's kind of coming back together. Is like there's a real you want to you want to reunite. Okay, now you guys, this is friend. Okay, the question is my friend honest or true? But this could be certainly like related to a love interest as well, because like I choose to learn through love. And again, like I kind of got the sense of this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of like there was a wedge in the friendship, right? Like where again, both parties kind of turned their back and like separated and went their own separate ways, right? It was dramatic, not gonna lie. Like this Five of Wands, Ten of Swords is really like throwing shade at each other in a like harsh way, right? Which is why like there's a forgiveness here, right? And like praying for the highest good for all. Like you just want this person, you wish this person well. You wish this person well, okay? Um, yeah, absolutely, right? And it's like you miss this person, you miss your friend. This friend is your soulmate. Like you know those videos where it's like, um, there's one particular like there's like these two guys and they're wearing maybe like a onesie type thing, anyways. And it's like when you find that friend that like is just as weird as you, and like their onesies are pulled up to their neck and they're dancing around, um, and then the other friend like sees his friend doing this and he goes and he gets his onesie and he does the same thing. Well, this is kind of like the Nine of Wands. Like see this, like I know he's wearing like a tuxedo or whatever, but like I see these pants as being funny, right? So um like yeah, pulled up to their neck, like dancing around, like do like you had a lot of laughs with this person, okay? You had a lot of tears with this person. You guys have been through a lot together, and you guys have known each other for a really, really long time, right? Which is why, and again, this person is your friend through lifetimes. Also, okay, you guys. Now, some of you guys, your friend could be going through a codependency issue, right? Um, yeah, okay, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords, fair enough, you know. So when it comes to codependency, okay, in the Ten of Cups, it's overabundance of like all of these cups spilling over, okay. So it is kind of indicating that there could be an issue with um, somebody who's overindulging in drugs or alcohol, okay. Like but like I said, addictions don't limit themselves to this, but the cards will speak to me this way, okay. And in the Ten of Swords here, okay, I have seen this as needles, so it suggests an opiate use to me as well, you guys. Um, so there's this kind of aspect. There's this kind of aspect to this reading here, where like maybe somebody in the situation. Now, you guys, this could be the Knight of Pentacles. This could be the Knight of Pentacles. Like for some of you guys, what I'm picking up on is this is your son. This is your son that is going through this. Okay, maybe some of you guys don't even know this. And like turning pain into profit. Like these cards here is all about talking pain into profit, okay, in a way that solves the problem. In a way that solves the problem, right? But in order to do that, it means overcoming battles, right? Like battling addiction. And it's addiction on every level, you guys. Like people who shoplift are addicted to that, right? Like okay, anything that gets our minds off the Three of Swords, right? Which is our heartbreak, our stresses at work, our stresses at home, like whatever it is that gets us out of that mentality, okay, into this euphoric high, here in the Ten of Cups, right? Which is what this is all about. And the Six of Pentacles, you guys, this is counseling. This is healing. Like this is rehab, right? Like it is coming. It is coming. Is what I'm getting the sense. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards here, and then we'll pull some clarifiers. Okay. Okay. So we have here the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have the Fool. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Star. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Sun. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Princess of Pentacles. And we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, okay. Listen, you really love this person. You really do, okay? You want the absolute best for this person, the highest good for all, right? Like, am I doing the right thing? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Now, you guys, some of you guys, the doing the right thing is turning them in, right? This is like the scales of justice are here, okay? So, yeah, doing the right thing. Yeah, King of Wands is here. He likes to make his, so anyways, the Six of Pentacles is here. So it's like some of them, it's turning them in, okay? Like this dramatic ending. Like I'm picking up on the possibility of a crime. Yeah, like a crime. Um, but like something this person did in an intoxicated state, right? But it's like this is going to turn this. Now, I just want to be specific, you guys. This isn't serious. This is not a serious crime, okay? Like don't get me wrong, they feel guilty about what they did. It was stupid. It was stupid. But the Knight of Wands, he's kind of stupid, right? But listen, that's why the King of Wands is here at the bottom of the deck, right? Because it's like he does eventually grow up. He grows up out of this here, okay? So, like coming out of the storm, okay? Coming out of the storm, like at the tail, at the tail end of all of this, okay? Now, some of you guys, okay, this was a husband that you've dealt with throughout your like lifetime type thing, okay? Um, it's also somebody that like like I said, this person has been in your lifetime for a very, very long time. Okay. Friend is anybody, like friend or lover, right? Friend or lover. Yeah, I should clarify that. Anyways, this is my first one, you guys. Bear with me here. But anyways, it's somebody that you love very, very deeply. The Ace of Cups is here. Very, very deep, deep-seated love. Okay. And there's this new love coming through. This new love coming through. For some of you guys, this is a new love coming into your life who's dealing with these issues, right? And it might not be them. It might be somebody around them. It might be you. It might be somebody around you. Okay. It might be your children or like an adult teenager children there, or like your neighbors, right? Like you don't know until you know, right? But to me, like if you're hearing this, there's a reason why you're hearing it, okay? And these would be your wishes if you were making them, right? If not, write into me and let me know what your wishes are, okay? I don't do, anyways, I'll talk more about that. But yeah, because like the Fool is here, there is a new beginning, okay? There's a new lease on life at the end of all of this, okay? Once you get through this, right? And listen, the Ten of Swords is up here, like the ending is near, the worst that's happened has happened, right? So like the Nine of Swords is here as well. Like there's a feeling of guilt, but listen, the Nine of Swords is sitting here between the Star and the Sun. This is healing this. This is absolutely healing this, okay? With the Eight of Cups here moving forward, okay? Um, and the two princesses here at the end as well, right? Like this is a transformation. Sorry, a transformation. Absolutely, right? Where it's like, okay, you're accepting of the help, and kind of like moving forward, right, into brighter days. Okay. Now, like I said, in this case, you guys, okay, I have these Six of Pentacles on the table. Now, this profit, okay, this golden profit here is not financial. I just want to say, like, you're gonna profit on a life level, on a happiness level, right? Because it's like the Ten of Cups and the Sun are kind of up beside each other here, right? Which is just kind of indicating to me, this is the happiness provided, right? Like the sun after the storm, the rainbow, if you will, right? Like the Ten of Cups is the rainbow, right? Um, and like here in the Seven of Cups, okay, we're coming out of the storm into clearer weather, right? Like, and at the same time too, you guys, this is talking about almost like removing the rose colored glasses, but like they're not so rosy here, okay? Like you don't, some of you guys don't see this coming is what's kind of what this is talking about, right? Where it's like you don't believe, um I don't believe that it could be you, right? Or like that this, you don't believe that this could happen to your family type situation, right? And it's not because you're arrogant, you guys. Trust me, you're not arrogant. The Seven of Cups is just more. It's like you would say that out of fear. You would say that out of fear, right? But it's like you kind of, the signs are there. The signs are there, right? Like the Three of Swords is what I'm saying. Like the signs are there, right? Like you know when this person's not right, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, he's a stand-up guy. Okay, he's a good person. He does good things to and for other people, right? Like he's yeah, very hardworking, very good person. But like when he's reversed, like when he's not going to work, when he's not doing certain things, when he's being mean to other people, um, particularly like maybe like a younger sibling as well. Like he's the good, protective older brother, right? But when he's in the state, he's not. He's not like, and you know it. You know it. That's why it's the only card in the reverse. Okay, and it's actually like in the middle of this reading here, the middle of this reading. Um, where yeah, like absolutely here, okay, but and the Knight of Wands, he's done something stupid. He's done something stupid, right? He was a fool. You guys, the cards have meanings, okay, but like you can't ever rule out the literal meaning, right? You can't ever rule it out, and that's why, like, to me, um the death card like sometimes does mean death, right? But it's like it's not in this reading. It's not in this reading, right? So that's why I'm saying this wasn't serious. It's just it was stupid. It was stupid. And he's gonna have to pay his price. Like there's no two ways around this. Like he's gonna have to pay for what he did, right? Um yeah, and like I said, he feels a sincere feeling of guilt here. Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords, right? Like really feeling it right now. Um, and it's like this heartbreak as well too, right? Like he couldn't believe himself that he had done that. He like, in all fairness, he might not even remember doing it. To be honest with you, he might have no recollection of it, right? Because like he's been so afflicted. He's been so afflicted, right? Um, and it's like, but I choose to learn through love. This is really a lesson for you in unconditional love, right? Like you still, as much as your heart hurts, as much as your heart hurts, okay, you still love this person and you want the absolute best for him, okay? Um, but I think to me, like the learning experience that this has provided him has been absolutely invaluable. And it's what he needs to become the King of Wands, right? Like he needs this to grow up. Like it could have been a different way. The Nine of Wands is here. It could have been a different way, right? But he chose what he chose. And that's just how it is, right? Um, but and it's like the soulmate, right? Like this is part of your life path too, okay? Because if you have somebody around you who's dependent, especially if it's a child, okay, you guys. Now, listen, I do not judge anybody for anything. I'm just calling it how I see it, okay? But if you have a child who has a dependency of some sort, okay? And again, you guys, this is not just drugs and alcohol. This is, like I said, food, work. Some people are workaholics and they're addicted to their work, addicted to sex, like any sort of addiction, any sort of dependency, right? Um, it's it's because you're an enabler, okay? And it's not your fault. It's not your fault, right? Because it's naturally it's your job as a parent, particularly a mother, okay? Um, to provide everything that you can for that person, to provide the most comfortable life possible, right? This is what you're trying to do in the Ten of Cups. This is what you've done, okay? You did a good job at raising this person, okay? Because like I said, it's upright. He's a good person. So you've done your job, okay? Um, but in that giving, okay, we enable, right? And it's like for a lot of you guys, it's been financial. This person has financially drained you, right? Because like I said, the only pentacle I have here is the Six of Pentacles, which is indicating to me, you guys, your bank balance isn't doing so good, right? And it's an enabling, you know. Um, This person may have taken your car, the chariot, it's a vehicle. Like I said, you can't rule out the literal meaning, right? This person may have taken your car, crashed your car. And like your insurance is like questioning whether or not they should cover it because you were home when he took it, type thing. You know what I mean? Like, so you're on the hook. Like, you're not on the hook. It's just you're affected by this so deeply, right? Um, New love, you guys. If that's the case, if that's happening, your insurance will cover this. Okay, your insurance will cover it. It's a battle. You got to like fight it out a little bit with them, but they will, right? It's just, and the scales of justice are here. Part of this again is this person's going to have to um, do his time. He committed the crime. He does the time, right? It's this sort of thing, right? And you feel guilty about that because what choice do you have, right? If you don't have a vehicle, you can't get to work, and you'll have no pentacles. You'll have no pentacles, right? Like what choice do you really have, right? Um, and this person knows it. Like the problem is, okay, he's reversed right now. So he's telling you, that you're ruining his life. You're the worst person. He hates you. He's breaking your heart, right? He's throwing swords at you. He's throwing swords at you here. That's why it's the 10 of Swords, right? Um, and is making you really feel guilty, really feel guilty. But I'm telling you, do not feel guilty. This is not your fault. This was his fault. He did this, not you, him. Okay. Your job moving forward here, your job moving forward onto this, okay, is understanding how you've enabled this, like how you've provided an enablement by giving, right? Because listen, like people like this, I'm getting goosebumps right now. People like this have huge hearts, okay? And you really like you see the best in everyone. You see the best in everyone, okay? For you, okay, for you, there is never an empty plate at your home, right? Or like there's never an empty stomach on your block. Let's put it this way, right? I'm getting goosebumps again. Where to you, okay, you want to be able to give people that provide that life for them, right? That's why for some of you guys, this profit is actually like you're able to turn this into like you could run a home, right? And you get funding, like it's a not for profit. It's not huge, but it does what it does, right? And that's why this Knight of Pentacles is you have to do this. You have to do this, right? He's not going to flip himself up in the upright right now, right? Like it's almost like if he doesn't go to jail, he's going to continue down that path, and it's not good. It's not good, right? So he has to really get himself in the upright, and it's going to be this time that he spends there as this Knight of Wands character, okay, that really turns him into the king. Really turns him into the king. Now, you guys, I'm getting a sensation of this person didn't have a good father figure, okay, and because of it, like this is part of why he's acting up now in his life. Knights are kind of in their teenage, like almost grown up, still teenagers, but like this that can kind of extend into like mid to late 20s, sometimes 30s, right? Everyone evolves differently, right? Like it is what it is. But there is this new beginning. There's this idea of starting over, right? And healing this, right? There's brighter days ahead. There's absolutely brighter days ahead here, right? It's just a matter of taking the strength to move on, right? And move forward here. And now that you're aware, okay, um, it's mending fences here. These two princesses are a bit rivalry, um, and it's mending the fences, right? And bringing this all back together, again. The healing in this card, healing in this card, um, healing in this card, right? And it's just like there's a big rainbow of love. Like I'm kind of putting a heart over this reading, right? Because there is absolutely so much love here, okay? And this new beginning is so beautiful. So beautiful, okay? It provides you with everything. Um, it fixes this. It fixes this, right? Like, because the one thing that you and the Knight of Pentacles have not done is discussed it. You haven't, like, he feels alone in the matter, right? And it's just like doesn't know how to talk about it, right? And the only people he knows are people doing the same fuck shit he's been doing, right? So, um, yeah, yeah. Okay. So you guys, cards that flew in the face up position. I have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. This often comes out with the Pleiades card, this double mission, right? Because it talks about ascension, healing and ascension, right? Where again, you just like you're moving into the light, right? And honestly, you guys, you can't ever truly know the light until you've walked through the valleys of the shadows, you know? Um, yeah, walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? Um, it's like I said, death is not in this reading. I don't see a death in this, but like it's it's one pathway. It's one pathway in this situation, right? And it requires this action to be taken to heal this issue to prevent that pathway. Is what this is telling me, okay? Because see, trust your path. If you need to be supported, what would you do, right? I'm holding the pathway card here, right? Like the pathways to success. The the um, the pathways home, the pathway home, right? And it's again building building the strength for the future. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Okay. Like I said, some of you guys are real pillars here, right? Like the pillar of light, in which you're leading a community of people through this shadow of death, okay, through the shadow of life, right? And you're lighting the way, like you're holding a torch here. The sword is a torch, right? And you're trailblazing, right? Um, which is again why this profit is coming here, right? Like it's not necessarily money coming to you, right? But it's this deepest calling, okay? That's like providing you with that satisfaction in life that you need, okay? M. Rama, where are you being called to journey to? Okay. And finally, the ever unfolding rose, crack open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. Okay. So the rose, you guys, this is the only card here that actually represents death to me in the deck, just because rosebuds die and bloom again every spring beautifully, beautifully, right? And that's the concept of transformation, okay, that's associated with the death card, right? Where it's like it opens up, okay, and it provides this beautiful bloom for you to see, okay, and this is who you're becoming out of this, right? This is the Ace of Cups. The rose is the Ace of Cups, right? Where okay, it's bloomed, it's blossomed, it's cracked opening, you know what I mean? It's absolutely beautiful and and I 100% stick to this, you guys. This has a good outcome. This has a beautiful outcome, okay? Okay, let's get a few more universe cards, okay, just to conclude the matter here. The presence of love will always cast out fear, right? Like again, healing, building bridges with love, building bridges of love. Okay. Um, okay. Um, so we have my fearless freedom lights up the world. Okay. And the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Okay, you guys, this is good. Um, this is moving forward fearlessly, right? This is the warrior in you, the warrior princess, okay? Um, yeah, it's true for like males and females. We're all a little like warrior princess, right? And also, you guys, I just wanted to kind of clarify here that, and I should have said at the beginning, I'm sorry, I don't specify against gender. You guys, this could be male or female. But yeah, I don't specify against gender. I don't discriminate, nor do the cards. So if it fits, it fits. Okay. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Okay. So again, this is talking about, you guys realizing what this is, right? Like accepting of this. You accept this, right? And now you can move forward, right? Like, and it's like it's that sort of thing. Okay. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Okay, again, surrendering the outcome, right? Like I said, you can't control this. You have to do the right, like you are doing the right thing. Okay, it's just like I said, your guilt is on high, right? You couldn't do this if this is your child. You couldn't do this to your child, right? Like it talks about like having to send your child to prison, right? And it's like I said, if you took your car and crashed your car, and like the insurance isn't going to cover you unless you do, right? It's like, but at the same time too, like you have to do this. This is part of this person's growth, right? This is what he needs to become or she needs to become who they're supposed to be, right? So, and again, the universe, like there's some self work this person needs to do, right? So by surrendering, by turning themselves in, maybe you're trying to convince them to turn themselves in, okay? Um, and the self-work can happen, the healing can happen, right? And you can live a little bit more free. You can live a little bit more free. Like, don't get me wrong, like you'd be in prison with your baby, like no doubt, right? But at the same time too, like you've been you've been tied to this dependency. You're as dependent as he is, just not on the substance or the feeling or whatever it is, right? Okay. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe, right? Like I said, when all things work out, okay, then you can be truly happy again, right? But that in itself is a codependency. You're relying on the resolution for your own happiness, right? The key here is to be happy in the moment and accept the good things that we do have. Okay, accept that the Knight of Pentacles still has his life, right? And that it's not as serious as it could have been. You know what I mean? Like it's this sort of thing. Like it's counting the blessings, okay? And the blessing is the ability to rebuild this from a true, authentic point of view, okay? Where again, all things are communicated, all things are revealed, right? All foundations are built solid. All foundations are built solid, right? And again, you are you're the warrior woman. You're the absolute core of this, okay? The absolute core of this. You have the strength to pull this together. You have the strength to do this. Um, and it is absolutely part of your callings, you guys. So, okay, you guys, difficult reading. I was hoping for something a little bit lighter and upbeat for Friday, but either way, you're meant to hear it, right? You're meant to hear it. So you guys, I really want to wish you guys a happy weekend. Okay. Next Friday I will have my astrological videos. They'll be a little bit more in depth than the weekly readings. Okay. Check out my pick a cards, you guys. If you guys have, I want you to submit more wishes, okay, so that we can get a different timeline, different story going on. And I'm gonna pick 3. Anyways, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Yeah, check you next time. Bye.